The Olympics start like tomorrow, pretty much.
Strange clouds.
Welcome to the podcast.
Episode 9. Right?
Are we sure? Yeah, I think it's.
I'm just gonna say episode 9.
Episode 9 sounds good.
We're gonna do a little Olympic update, I think.
Yeah, we'll start with the Olympic update. So
This will probably end up being like 30 minutes. So
have you? I don't know if you've ever swam before, but
for our listeners out there,
inevitably you get some water in your mouth.
yep.
Okay, maybe you swallow some. Shit happens. So the open water swimmers at the Olympics, recent.
Is this open water for like decathlon?
I think the open water swimming is just an event on its own, and then I think it's also part of a larger.
Is there surfing this time? I feel like there's surfing.
I mean, surfers definitely swallow some water too.
I'm gonna look it up.
All right. What we're getting at here with the swallowing water thing is basically the Olympians, if they swallow, 3 tablespoons of water, they're guaranteed to contract a disease of some kind from the filthy Brazil water.
2020 Olympics, surfing will be added. Not this year.
Damn.
I don't think. Yeah. Maybe.
Well, that just
I don't know.
kinda-
I can't really tell.
That sort of spoils the Olympics for me in a lot of ways.
But otherwise, I think there's other sports that
I think they have
the
kite
kayaking
and
thing or
kayaking,
whatever.
kite surfing. I think they have.
Yeah. So those, you might get some water in your mouth and contract some deadly bacteria, according to several scientists. And I'm gonna close the door here real quick.
Yeah, you probably won't make it out alive, is the moral of the story.
Yeah, but I don't know. Is that the biggest risk athletes are taking, or is it just going to Brazil in general?
I
feel
mean,
like it's
so
the
I think,
latter.
to me, so, Australia, how a lot of things in Australia can kill you. Like, it's kind of a dangerous place to visit.
Australia is?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just like pretty much every animal, every insect,
In
insect
terms of nature.
will kill you. I feel like Brazil is like Australia on steroids.
But with people.
Yeah, and the people are dangerous. The water is dangerous.
Yeah.
I think the entire Australian team, I heard.
Oh yeah, they pieced out a little bit.
A lot of
they
them
didn't
pieced
leave,
out
but
because apparently the toilets weren't working.
The toilets, there was shit leaking from the walls.
Yeah,
I think one of them tried to plug something in and it the outlet exploded or something. But yeah, so I'm just reading this post from the New York Post recently. It says Gisele Bündchen will be assaulted in Olympics opening ceremony.
assaulted.
Not sure what that means.
Dude, yeah, you assault Gisele Bündchen, you're gonna have to deal with Tom Brady. Tom Brady is gonna.
He'll throw a fucking spiral right through your goddamn forehead.
He'll come and put his cleats right up your ass, twist them around.
Yeah, but what else is there? There's a lot of that kidnappings, drugs.
Yeah,
It's just really all over bad stuff.
I keep waking up expecting to see that they've canceled the Olympics.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't already. I wish they honestly if I was an athlete, I probably wouldn't go.
No, I can't. I mean, everyone was amused by those the team, our basketball team, the Team USA, the videos of them singing. Did you see those?
What was it?
Like
not putting enough emotion in or something?
No, Jimmy Butler was singing on the plane with Kyrie was right next to him.
Oh, really?
Someone else was recording, but anyway, everyone was into it. And then they turned the camera, and Carmelo Anthony is just sitting in a corner looking really pissed off.
God damn it, Melo.
You should definitely give it a look. It's pretty good.
That's what happens when fucking Melo doesn't win rings, and then he's just a fucking asshole. I feel like he's not a cool guy to hang out with.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Jimmy Butler looked like a freaking bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's a cool guy. He's from Chicago,
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he's from Chicago.
Shot-town.
He plays there.
Shot City, stand up.
Don't say that.
Sorry. Apologies if you're from Chicago. But yeah, no, I feel like part of the reason people are going to be watching the Olympics is to see if there's an attack of some kind or like some major disruption to.
I'll tell you why I'm watching. I'm just waiting for the USA basketball team to just have their opponent quit by halftime.
Just dick on everybody. Like, it's really, there's no reason that our basketball team shouldn't win every year.
Yeah, which is surprising because, they've lost, in the FIBA 2004, when LeBron first played, I think, they lost they only won bronze. I'm not sure if they even won at the Olympics the following year.
Anything other than gold is an embarrassment to me.
Goddamn right it is. Here it is. No, it's 1,000. It's not the national anthem.
I didn't say it was the national anthem.
Oh, I thought you did.
Yeah, but this is freaking classic.
You got Klay Thompson in the background. Just
Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant is like wrapped in a sheet. You see that?
Not giving a shit. That's funny.
Did you see Carmelo or?
No, I didn't see him in this one.
He's ready. I think he's at the end.
DeMar DeRozan.
KD's just chilling.
Oh, they brought a football with them. There's Draymond Green. His dick's not out though.
Yeah, let's do a little segue to that. So.
Yeah, he's just I like the headline I saw in SportsCenter the other day. It said, Draymond Green continues Summer 16 apology tour.
I think
it started with. Let's start at the beginning. He kicked was Steven Adams in the balls.
Steven Adams, with dumbass.
I think
dumbass move because speaking about scary dudes from Australia and New Zealand, he's a scary fucker.
Yeah,
like he's one of those guys that has tribal tattoos and they're actually legitimate.
Well, he was in a gang.
Nothing you could tell me about him would surprise me. Like.
So he kicked him in the balls. I think there was a few things before that, but
Well, there had to have been. You don't just kick someone in the balls, or maybe you do.
I mean, can't put much past him. Then there's an infamous LeBron step over, called him a bitch apparently. Then he was suspended. What else was there? He had a few technicals here and there. Then he got into a bar fight. Is that correct? He got into a bar fight.
There was something weird.
Lansing.
Yeah.
Don't know what he was doing there.
Hey, well, he's from.
And then
he went to school.
I don't know if he lived there.
Okay.
Just because he went to school there doesn't mean.
Sometimes you go back visit. You're big man on campus.
All right, yeah, sure. I don't know, man, but anyway.
I think my favorite thing was this. One of the guys from the Pardon My Take podcast.
Our friends over there.
Yeah, we know them really well. Shout out to you, Big Cat. They came out with. One of them came up with. The headline, another nut shot from Draymond Green. I thought that was pretty funny.
Different nut shot this time. But yeah, you got it was a NSFW post on Snapchat, I guess.
I mean, did anyone actually look at the dick?
I've never seen it.
I don't want to look at the dick, but
I'm sure. I mean, obviously we know it was a dick.
If anyone,
his hog was out there.
His hog. if anyone wants to, to find a picture of the dick, I'm sure it's online.
Yeah, don't send it to us.
Don't send it to us.
I don't know if that's what you were leading into.
Just let us know. Just let us know what's going on there. We put eyes on, if you would.
And so I guess he posted that. Had to say sorry for that. He's just It doesn't seem to affect him.
No, but he screwed up big time because at first he said, "Oh, I was hacked."
Yeah, was that?
First he lies about it, and then he's like, "No, I meant to send it to someone. It wasn't meant to be on my story." Yeah,
I've done that once or twice myself.
The thing is, normally
I'm just joking.
I was gonna say tits,
but yeah, he's a.
I think we've covered the Olympics pretty much here.
Well, we can go back to the Olympics. We didn't really spend much time on that.
Yeah, we just started talking about Draymond Green's dick.
We totally skipped over Gisele Bündchen being assaulted.
Yeah, God forgive whoever assaulted Gisele Bündchen because she is she's a goddess. She really is. You know, like.
And she's I want to say she's like 36. Let's look that up. But yeah, she's and she's also she's a mother, right? She's got some kids.
Does that
36? Yeah.
Does that make her a MILF? I think.
I believe so.
I think
yes.
it does.
I think she falls under that category.
By any definition of the word, absolutely. I think he turned it off, but yeah, I hit it 5 times. There you go. It's good. What kind of assault was it, though?
I don't think it's happened yet.
Wait, so they're planning an assault on Gisele Bündchen?
I think that's what it says. It's a New York Post article, so you know.
So you know it's legit, yeah. I mean, it's
neither here nor there.
Can we get the woman some Secret Service, for Christ's sake? I mean, you know, I'm volunteering to protect her myself.
Yeah, but she's apparently, quote unquote, will be the sexiest ever opening ceremony. Lots of naked women doing the samba, and this is Brazil after all, where the female body is celebrated like no other place on earth, according to a Daily Mail source. So whoever said that obviously is I don't know, seems like a sketchy person. Yeah,
but I don't know, those opening ceremonies sound awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think everybody's sort of apprehensive, but also really excited to see shit go down. But it should be an interesting Olympics thus far.
No, I agree completely.
But you know, Olympics are always fun. You know, it's like the World Cup for the U.S.
There's always a storyline.
Yeah.
Except it's like it's the World Cup that we dominate. You know,
yeah. Yeah, that's why we love it so much. Like, who cares a shit? Nobody cares about kayaking next year.
Yeah,
but,
no, literally.
You know, when we get the gold this year, like, people are gonna be
last
that
night.
Dude's gonna be a legend.
Last night at the restaurant, I was what was it? I was someone was talking about, oh, so and so's a better country. You know, one of my guests was talking about.
Like about a sport or something?
No,
or
just
like
just in general. And I just looked at them and I said, tell that to the gold medal count. You know, that's the only argument you need.
Were they of this country?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it made me sick.
It made me sick. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just, I don't know, I feel like we're really not talking about the Olympics at all.
Yeah. All right, we'll just gloss over the Olympics. That's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, it starts August 6th.
5th.
5th. At 7 p.m. Yeah. And yeah, next topic we wanted to talk about was
where in the world is Frank Ocean?
Where in the world is Frank Ocean? He's as of this morning, he's got the new album coming out on Friday.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I feel like it's kind of one of the biggest running jokes on the internet. It's like,
yeah, Frank, where the album?
It's like
if you're reading this, Frank, where the album?
Yeah, like you know, we will all be dead before the next Frank Ocean album.
Yeah, it's been almost 5 years or 4 years. 4 years. Should be about 4 years. But yeah, he's got a live stream.
Did it mention at all? I didn't see if there was anyone if anyone was featured.
No, I don't see a track list.
Oh, son of a bitch.
What happened?
I'm reading that it's exclusive to Apple for 2 weeks first, and then it'll go more mainstream. I hate that though.
I mean, I have Apple Music, so I'm not really complaining.
Son of a bitch.
You know, you gotta do.
I'm just over here on Spotify. You know.
I picked the right one, I guess.
No, you did well. You've got nothing to be ashamed of.
Goddamn right.
But yeah, no, I think you know, based on the success of Channel Orange, I think, you know, you got to be pretty excited.
Yeah, I expect another Sonic masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, he's going for gold, going for Grammys.
So yeah.
We're moving on to
next topic.
Our weather.
Yeah. It's stupid hot out here.
It's been some shit, let me tell you that.
It's so far that's the warmest year on record, which beats last year, which was the warmest year on record, which beats the previous year, 2014, which is the warmest year on record.
Oh, thanks Obama.
Yeah. Dick. And so that basically just tells us that we're all fucked. And whether you believe in global warming, we're either going to die from heat stroke or global warming of some sort. Yeah, it's...
For me, it's just like, for people that work outside, for farmers, trash collectors, you name it, like, it's... it's becoming more and more difficult to be out there to stay alive.
Yeah. I mean, if you got the Olympics.
Hydration is the key to performance, I guess.
Yeah, you got the Olympics, which is it's just harder to be a person nowadays. And yeah. But we've got the famous back traveler with us. Yeah, we're recording.
It's on.
So he's Skyping in all the way from Tunisia. He's a current vice correspondent. You can't see him right now, but he's got a full head of hair and a full beard going on. Will, as we know him, Will Mullany is a musician, a Renaissance man of sorts. Why don't you tell the people about yourself?
Well, the first thing you need to know about me is that I don't have a job. So you're hiring. It's hiring. I lost my job at Vice within the last 30 seconds.
Frankly, I don't blame Vice at all.
Vice wants people like me.
I think they're much.
People like me, but like.
I think they're much better following like Action Bronson around.
Also, like showing pictures of dead bodies from like plane crashes and stuff.
Keeping it classy.
Keeping it classy. And like stuff like I took drugs at my office desk for 30 weeks. Like, let's see what happens to me or something like that.
Is that a Vice documentary? Because you need to point us to that. Is that a real Vice documentary? Because you need to direct us towards that.
Where some guy like took a different drug every day at work, and he was like on coke at his office job or something.
I think what would have been funnier is have just like watching all the reactions of all his coworkers. Instead of seeing it from his perspective, seeing it from their perspective. Like he's the office weirdo.
Was this documentary called Super High Me? Or Super Drug Me?
What is that?
Never mind. It's a lost cause.
No.
Forget it. Anyways,
So
you're
hit me with the question.
you're a radio correspondent. Is that correct? And you work for W something.
TJU.
TJU.
I thought there was an X in there for some reason.
That's the student station. I'm not a student.
Okay.
Wait, what's TJU? Is that
It's like the parent.
Thomas Jefferson University.
I have one.
Cool.
is that a locally owned station?
Yes.
Oh, really?
It's like I mean it's non-commercial also and it's also kind of a play whatever you want type of situation.
So do you play a lot of your own stuff?
I don't have a show anymore.
When did you ever play any of your own music?
I never played anything that I made except for this mashup I did of the Space Jam theme song and Wagon Wheel. which is I'm proud of it.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
we can play that after this.
Do we want to upstage Miles? That was the thing.
That's true. We'll post it in like a different video.
We have a featured artist that we're pretty excited about for this podcast. So
he goes by the name MJ the Sensei. Yeah, check him out on SoundCloud.
MJ the Sensei.
Yeah, write that down.
I'll check him out on SoundCloud.
Good deal.
What else you got?
What do you have for us is more important. Can you play us a song or something?
Well, this.
We don't know what that is.
Of course, he just has a strange instrument close by.
Is that one of those Chinese things that they play when they're about to do a kung fu fight? Can you point the computer towards the drum set and then go over to the drum set and play the bass line to Seven Nation Army? Dude, you need some longer pants, dude.
Why are your shorts so short, dude?
He's not wrong.
Yeah, Will doesn't have air conditioning.
Still surprisingly white.
Wait.
Can you point the computer towards you, please? All right, that's fine. Go ahead.
That was really good. Thank you.
That was incredible.
No, we were painfully aware.
It's a masterpiece. Where can we direct people?
Oh wait, hold on. Will, you took a trip.
Oh yeah.
Talk about the trip.
So I went to Italy, and then I went to Morocco. What else do you want to know?
Oh, for fuck's sake. What was it like being an American?
Did you see the?
Make that picture I sent you.
Did you see the Michelangelo?
Who is that?
Jesus Christ!
Cultureless morons.
I didn't pay to go into any museums, which, believe it or not, substantially reduces the amount of museums you can go into.
I mean, you're technically still a student. You probably could have gotten discounted or free prices.
So like the student discount is like $30 to like some of the main museums in Florence.
So it gets $30 off of what? Like how much is it to get in?
No, it's like 50 or something to get in.
So it would have only costed you
Well,
20
Jesus
to
Christ,
go in.
Will, you went around the.
No. It would have cost me 30. That's not what I want to do.
Well, you went around halfway around the
So
fucking
hold
world
on.
and you didn't even go inside a museum.
Yeah. No, this is kind of blowing my mind. So you had the opportunity to see some of the most famous art in the history of the world.
I went to some free stuff.
That doesn't. Michelangelo wasn't free.
They have
Rome wasn't built in one day.
Or for free.
They have a replica of the David statue in a public square. So just looked at that, and then they have a cathedral which has a dome in it that's painted by who painted that? I'm gonna look it up.
Wait, is this inside the Vatican?
No, I didn't go to Rome.
Kind of seems like Rome would be the centerpiece of a lot of people's trips to Italy.
Yeah, I just heard it's like a shithole that you have to like wade through a lot of bullshit to. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, dude, this is the internet. Anything's fucking. You can say you want to like kill people on here if you wanted to.
In fact, that would make for more interesting content. So.
Yeah, live leak. Cathedral of Florence. It was painted by. Who painted
But Will, I have to say you're pretty good at filling dead space. Did you pick that up on the radio? Oh, for fuck's sake!
No.
It's like the Ulysses of podcasts. just free form.
Just gonna add more and more until it's just like
Just more and more garbage.
it's a year-long
Like
podcast.
years from now, people are gonna be saying that this is incredible shit. Like,
I think what you should do is at the end of the year you should edit you should get all the best bits and release like a best of
the year.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So put Florida Man in there.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of Florida Man segments coming up too.
That's pretty much our main recurring segment.
I know. And then you can also put my That was definitely. What else do I have to show you? I mean, dude, are we out of time?
No, dude, we have unlimited time, unlimited airspace.
By this point, most of the listeners have left.
Honestly, I think no one listens past 8 minutes anyway. To be honest with you, like.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at the Google Analytics on that.
So put the drum solo in like 4 minutes.
Yeah, just to make sure everybody sees it.
Will, how difficult is it to put the podcast on iTunes?
Not hard at all. You just need to register. You just need to like look up how do I put my podcast on.
What's the point? What's the point of having friends like you if you can't tell us that information? We've already paid Mullany's enough for this podcast.
I think we should end this podcast by be like, find out next time on the podcast. How do you put a podcast? Will Mullany will tell you how to put a podcast on iTunes, and he'll actually do it. He's the podcast. Meta as shit.
We'll do one of those screen grabs of it.
I think a video podcast is really the way of the future.
Like Joe Rogan.
I don't know who that is.
Damn you.
Well, we don't have.
Is it a drug guy?
We don't.
He does drugs, but I wouldn't call him a drug guy.
I feel like I've listened to him talking about DMT.
Yeah,
Probably.
it's definitely him then.
Yeah.
But he's also like wrestling, right?
Yeah.
You got it. You listened. You're officially a Joe Rogan listener.
Speaking of which, if you don't find a job in the next 6 months, I say you start training, join the WWE.
You've already got the hydration part down. So
Call yourself the Bear Jew.
was that too? Wait, are we not allowed to say that anymore?
No, you are allowed to say whatever you want.
Is that offensive or something?
No, are you offended by that?
No.
Good. Because it's meant as a compliment.
Okay.
Anyways, you have a SoundCloud, Will? You want to shout out? You want to plug real quick?
Shouts out to SoundCloud.
Will you?
No, you idiot! Your own SoundCloud.
Jesus fucking Christ. Will. For every follower that we get you owe us $10.
I don't think any follower that I have on SoundCloud can be attributed to anything you or I have done.
What?
You're full of shit, Will.
They're all like free
That's you know how I was talking about. I have 38. We have 38 followers on the Twitter. At least six of them are. You want to see my tits, babe? Like.
They're all like get free followers at Hotmail.
No, Joe Rogan actually was talking today about how he posted he's like, is this the end of Twitter? Because all of his mentions are like, at Joe Rogan, you want to see my tits? He's saying is this the beginning of the end for Twitter?
The beginning of MySpace.
Will. No.
Eric Andre.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
Dude, what you need to do, have you seen Ancient Aliens with Action Bronson? Alright, look that up when you're done. Drinking 3 gallons of water.
Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if it was straight vodka.
It should surprise you.
No,
I
dude.
don't drink anymore. Why do you laugh like that?
Because that's bullshit.
Don't.
Okay,
Probably because it's too expensive. I actually buy that. Yeah.
So what's the next move, Will? At the end of this.
Right. Came on here.
Before you came all over our podcast.
Yeah, came all over it. I can't believe this is gonna be on the internet. This is not. Bleep out my name.
No.
No,
Just don't plan on getting a government job anytime soon.
As a matter of fact, we're gonna just give them your home address and your Charlottesville address as well.
Yeah. You don't know what my Charlottesville is.
No, that's what you think.
Didn't you send us an invite to a party there?
Oh, shit.
You dumbass.
Why did you come, huh?
Why didn't you come here?
Why didn't you come to anything we've ever invited you to?
Send me an invite.
Whatever, dude.
Whatever.
Will, is there gonna be a pie party this fall?
Probably.
Oh, okay, that's where you gotta draw the line.
Where I draw the line of things I'm gonna be talking about. It's like people that.
All right,
Hold on, this was in
that we have to
no,
bleep
that
out.
was on the 453rd bar, so we can bleep that.
Okay.
We're good.
Anything
I think we
else,
should
Will?
just end it here.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, word. Don't end the Skype call though. Happen. We should also
We got the featured
our featured artist.
This is a big one.
So
This is my favorite one so far, even though I said that last weekend, the week before that. But this is my favorite one.
yeah, basically. So I think with some of the mainstream artists out there, Lil Yachty, for example, I'm using him because honestly, does anyone really think his music is that good? No.
Yachty?
Yeah.
People like Yachty.
No, people like him, but is it good? In my opinion, it's not great. It's
like,
not, but like you said, it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's
but,
it's whether or not it's your taste,
But to me, Miles' music
Mm-hmm.
is actually good.
Oh yeah.
And he's got a message. It's kind of similar to Kendrick in a lot of ways.
Right. It's good for today's day and age. He's got a message that preaches raise universal consciousness and underlying tones of Black Lives Matter, and just basically trying to enlighten people. You'll hear that through his music, obviously.
Yeah.
But he's a friend of mine.
He was just in Ghana.
Right. He was just in Ghana. He was there last year.
Humanitarian
as well.
efforts there.
College graduate from Lehigh. He's a smart dude. World traveler. I think he was in Korea as well. And yeah. Anyways, he was my good old buddy from back in the day when I lived in Baltimore. Went to school together. And he goes by the name Miles Davis, not the jazz singer. Maybe a reincarnation of such. But stage name is MJ the Sensei, right out of Baltimore, as I said. And
straight out of Baltimore.
You can find him social media at Flyer Miles J. That's at Flyer FLYE 3 R's RRR Miles J. And then on SoundCloud as well. if you want to get straight to the music, MJ the Sensei. SoundCloud.com/MJ the Sensei. And you can find that. We'll tweet that out and stuff. And yeah, the song that we will play at the end is I guess it came out last week, I want to say, maybe the week before, but it's called Deeply Rooted. And as we were saying before, what he tries to preach, and you'll hear that through this song that we'll play.
Yeah, we're pretty excited for this. This is definitely to me this is big, and he's one of those guys where I wouldn't be surprised to see him go mainstream.
Yeah.
In the best possible way, see him get picked up by a major label. So we're pretty excited.
Yeah.
Pretty excited to be featuring his song this week.
And like I said, we'll tweet it all out just so you guys know. And yeah. It's interesting that you bring up Lil Yachty though. I've been always thinking about this. It's like, why did they get attention? Like Yachty is like, I will give it to him. He's unique. Nobody really sounds like him. Yeah, but it's not like is it good?
To me,
I don't know.
I'm going with no. Like that's.
But is he famous because it's not good? Like, is that something to be? Is that something we should pay attention to? I guess it's up to you. We can't tell you what to think, obviously. But yeah, it's interesting to see who becomes famous. Yeah, Kendrick obviously deserves every bit of credit. But I also don't want to knock down any other artists. They've probably worked hard.
No, I'm not saying that Lil Yachty doesn't work hard, but he's just not. To me,
it's confusing as to what he's trying to say, what his message is.
Yeah, and
things like that.
And there's no awareness.
I mean, if you listen to his music, I've listened to his music. Some of it's alright, but some of it's
subpar, shall we say?
It's not something I would like to listen to all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, check out Miles J, MJ the Sensei, and yeah. What else we got?
Well, we're gonna talk a little bit about patience and our generation's lack of patience.
Is it? I wanted to go a little in depth in this and say that patience is a little bit. The older generations tend to say, like, how do you deal with the millennials? Our generation, maybe like between 15 and 28 to 30 maybe would be the millennial generation, is that we're seen as lazy, not smart, don't work hard, not appreciative of the things we have. But I think it's much of the opposite, actually, is that we're part of the internet generation. I grew up, I can't remember not having the internet, really.
Right.
And so much of our culture now is based off the internet, based off mobile devices and connecting with each other in much more faster ways. The spread of information is much more quick than it has ever been, obviously.
No, it's amazing how quickly everyone has access to.
Yeah. But like, for example, I used to. People always like to hate on people who are always on their phones. Obviously sometimes it's not really necessary to be on your phone all the time, but it is addictive in a way. But it's also, you can use it to your advantage. You see people on Instagram who are like making money and being really successful, just like, being fitness motivators or selling their products or whatever. Social media is the new way to market everything. Market yourself, build your brand. And
it's incredible. And the
everybody's
reach.
a brand now.
Yeah. We are the portal as a brand.
You're right. I guess so. And But I think sometimes we have a lack of patience, and that we're all about now. The human race in general is all about now. Like, we want it all now. And
I was talking about that. I was going to use Amazon as an example. So, first of all, I mean, they created a membership system. You pay $80 a year, and you get access to free 2-day shipping.
Mm-hmm.
And they've created a subscription service, so they're just automatically taking $80 from all these people, and so many people have Prime. It's ridiculous. And not only that, but even people that have Prime, they're still given the option to pay a little more money for next day shipping.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that, but I can imagine that there's a fair amount of people that do, because that's part of we're all about instant gratification.
Yeah.
And I think Amazon is a great example of that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not so bad either. I mean,
no, it's great to be able to order something and have it at your door the next day. I think that's pretty spectacular, actually.
Yeah, but maybe I can see where the older generation gets confused about what we do, because maybe like it's cool to be an entrepreneur now, and you got kids coming out of college who are like, oh, I'm gonna start this business, and then they start it and they get like a punch in the mouth and everything fails, and they sort of give up. And I think that's maybe what I was trying to get at with patience, is that to weather the storm. Nothing happens overnight. We all know that, obviously, but it's hard to realize that it takes time, dedication, and perseverance to get where you want to go. It's not going to happen in a day, a month, 6 months, or a year. But
I think perseverance is particularly important too, because it's very easy to just be like, just say fuck it, and like even with this podcasting, it would have been really easy for us to just be lazy and say, do 4 episodes, and then just say,
and then be like, oh, we're not getting like 1 million views.
Yeah.
Fuck it, it's not working. I mean,
that would have been easy. Like,
yeah.
It definitely takes some work, but we're trying to make it happen.
Yeah,
we're getting out there, we're getting after it.
This is the weathering of the storm right now.
The dog days of
I think
summer.
everybody else is out there weathering their own storm.
Our compatriots over at HMO Podcast, they're struggling to get views as well, but they're out there hustling just like we are.
Yeah.
They're networking on Twitter.
Yeah. Pushing.
Yeah.
Always working.
Always be closing.
Always be closing. But yeah. So you want to wrap it up with a fitness tip today?
Absolutely.
Fire away.
So my fitness tip today is proper deadlift form. So you see a lot of people, inevitably there's a ton of mirrors around you in a gym, and you'll see a lot of people like looking right at their face in the mirror, making a hardcore looking face while they're pulling some weight. But that, when you look up, that kind of takes your spine out of alignment, and
really,
yeah, basically it's going to be easier to maintain the correct spinal alignment if you look at where the floor meets the ground. That's the angle your head should be at, and that will help you. That will just automatically help you have better form. I would say that and hamstring flexibility are the two keys to
improving your
a good deadlift.
Yeah.
At least improving form.
Yeah. It's a good compound lift.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if I had to pick one lift, it might be the deadlift. So, but yeah, get after it, as they say.
Get after it.
That's all we got. See you next week.
See you next week. One love.
God bless America.
I've seen what you've seen. I know what's coming. What you're about to let loose, not just here, but across the entire universe.
I'm powerless to stop it.
Are you?
terrible purpose awaits us. This vast organism we call humanity is about to reinvent itself from the ashes of its own complacency. Anything that tries to stop it, crushed.
Times hard these days and we often cry, but black man don't die, yo, we multiply. Soundbots, soundbots, soundbots. Cool boy, MJ Sensei. They tryna kill me like game for my black body, black and godly. Harm in the kingdom, word to Selassie. They not stopping, we. The spirit strong, gon' come back. Spirit bomb, 9 generations long. You hear the pain in our songs. Band-aids on the wrong. Some days we too tired to move on. But the kids keep us alive. We gotta fight for them. Teach and defy the odds. Cause the odds and our eyes shed tears. Austin Sterling, the 154th black man killed this year. It's a war outside. We no longer silent, sweet and docile. Negroes just might turn violent. Dark thoughts cloud, atmosphere looks smug. Panther shifting the gov, better rethink guns. We sick and tired of being sick and tired. Spitting fires, fine oil and saliva. Times toil and keep us riled. School system dumb us down, only teach us how to be slaves. Not about the now, forever in denial. Projects and boarded houses, food deserts for miles and miles. But I'm builder and destroyer, still rooted like sequoias, deconstructing white supremacy for ya. Our history proved to be a horror. Crazy, it's the same story. Unfortunate, we still pay for it. Hashtags on Twitter, watch it on TV. News bring the same blues, dead in the streets. 6 shots, 16, they all hit, all covered up. No red hands, it's all flawless. You hear the rawness, we dolphins in the sea of sharks, and we high conscious, you living lawless. I gave my mama a call and said I'm in fear. She said no weapon shall prosper if they come near. I looked to the sun shining on my third eye, started bumping the anthem. We gon' be alright. We see all play, but it's beauty in the struggle still superior. It is only God above me, the earth beneath me. Though hurt bequeaths me, I exert all my sweat on this verse like Keith B. The swan telling lies, mad snakes in disguise, trying to expedite the time we get our place in the skies.
Never
had a peace.
There are no innocents anymore.
Oh, it's alone, with no place to
We'll
find.
never have spoken this way.
Loud cries don't change our
You are
past.
soft.
Our stinging fear continues to last. Remain calm, they always say,
Next to you.
but calm never keeps them at bay. Look around, all I see is gray. The thought of our precious lives fading away. Hardest thing to be in this land is coming from the motherland. They still want you to work on agriculture. Slowly strip and drip away your culture. My heart is very weary, eyes red and teary. Brothers taken away by terrorists every day. Wake up now, let's fight. Letting them know our aching plight. Restoring ourselves with the fallen blood that our father shed through the tested mud.